So this is the second attempt of filming this video because as I was editing my thumbnail, I just realised that I just filmed an entire video with a massive lipstick stain on my face. So here we go again. Hey guys, it's Guy, what's up, and welcome back for another video. If you're new, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through the perfect university checklist you need when preparing for university. If this is your first time here and you want more videos on preparing for university and other general university advice, start now by clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of the upcoming important uni content. Also, if you regularly watch my channel, you might notice there is something slightly different about me today. Comment down below if you can guess what it is. I'm hoping the camera can pick it up. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. So for those who don't know, I'm just about to start my final year at Nottingham Trent University and I study psychology with criminology. It's actually quite scary to think that 2 years ago I was in your position now if you're about to start university. However, I still remember running around like a headless chicken, desperately trying to make sure that I had everything prepared for university. So since it's the end of July, you guys have probably got what? Just under 2 months until uni, which means you guys have more than enough time to complete all of the things I'm going to be mentioning in this video. If you're watching this video and you already go to university, don't worry, some of these things you still need to do if you're going into second or third year. So yeah, here are 10 things to ensure you are definitely ready for university. Number 1, sorting out student finance. If you're about to start first year, chances are you probably should have already done this because I think there's a deadline. But if you are a clearing student or for some reason haven't done your finance yet, don't worry, you can still apply through the gov.uk website and your finance should hopefully arrive in time for freshers. A little warning though, if that is the case for you, try and do your finance as quickly as possible because the quicker you do it, the quicker they can then process your application and then the quicker you get your finance. Number 2, confirm your accommodation. Again, most of you probably have done this if you accepted your offer back in January. However, if you've only just accepted your offer, then that won't be the case. Chances are though, most of the popular accommodation blocks that your university offer will be booked up. Some spaces will clear up after results day from all the conditional offer placeholders who don't get their grades. So for some universities, you can apply to be on a waiting list for that accommodation. However, if you would prefer to get your accommodation sorted and not have to wait until results day, I would recommend looking at private student accommodation. These work the same as normal university owned accommodation where you'll get the flats and the communal area unless obviously you opt for the studio option. So I recommend googling all the private accommodation companies in the area that your university is located. For those who watch my university content and are going to NTU, I recommend the Glass House, Student Roost and IQ accommodation, just to name a few. Also look at student houses. You'll be able to find so many houses around your university that are student shared. Number 3, start buying your things for university and pack. Obviously most of the packing will come later, but it's always good to start with smaller items that you don't necessarily need to leave out until the last minute. These could be little things like trinkets or anything that you don't need right now. If you need advice on the best student shops for cheap for good quality stuff, check out my student shops video where I offer a range of different places to buy university stuff from. Number 4, make sure you have planned or at least booked how you're going to move into university. This is something a lot of people tend to forget to do because it's not one of the main priorities that you think of when planning for university. But obviously at one point you're going to need to move your stuff and yourself to university. For most people that will be being dropped off by their parents, but for some of you guys you will need to get a train or a taxi. So right now is the best time to figure that out, especially in this whole uncertain world situation that we're in with COVID-19 and the new transport regulations. If I were you, I would research trains and taxis and all that stuff right now so you can have it all sorted and it's not stressful when you end up moving in a few months time. Number 5, sign up for student discounts. Again, this is another thing that some people tend to forget when planning for university, but think about it, it's discounts. Everyone loves a good bargain. So once you're able to set up your university email, join student discount websites. Personally, I like Uni Days and Student Beans, especially since they offer a student discount for the whole 3 years that you're at university. In addition, also remember there are things like YouTube Premium, Spotify, Apple Music that all offer student discounts. So if I were you, get them sorted because Who wants to be paying $9.99 a month for Spotify when you can pay $4.99 a month? Number 6, familiarise yourself with the university's website. For some of you, you may not be able to do this until September for some universities. But if you can, it is always best to get yourself comfortable with the new website and software that you're going to be using for the next 3 years. For me, that is Nottingham Trent's Now page, and trust me, there is quite a few things to get used to, but don't worry, it's quite easy to get your head around after using it several times. Number 7, join Facebook chats and pages. I've mentioned this before in other university related videos, but this is important if you'd like to know course mates and your flatmates. I know personally for me it relieved so much anxiety because I was able to go to university with some friends I'd already made in those group chats. Number 8, look at buying a laptop or a printer. Obviously not everyone's going to be able to do this because of monetary reasons, but if you can and you'd like to, I would suggest looking into getting a laptop or a printer. Despite the myth that everyone apparently has a MacBook at university, it is not crucial in any shape or form to get a MacBook or a laptop when going to university. Same with a printer. Many people do attend lectures with just a pen and paper. Plus, universities offer you the chance to use their own computers and printers alongside having a printer allowance for 3 years, so you don't have to get your own necessarily. I just know for me, I prefer being able to access my work whenever I want to without having to specifically go to the library to use a computer. Number 9, start researching your reading list and start possibly buying books for your course. Again, this depends on the university because I know some universities such as Oxbridge do release their reading lists like way at the start of July, whereas some universities release the reading lists in Freshers Week. But if you're able to access your reading list now, I really do recommend going through it so you have the chance to research where the best place to get your books either physically or online before the new term. Also, this is where Facebook groups come in handy because a lot of second years and final years do sell their old books on these Facebook group chats, and a lot of the time they are sold at a really good quality for a really decent price. This is why I recommend looking at these reading lists, because if you do, you are ready for when those final years do sell their books, because trust me, those go really fast within the first few weeks because a lot of the time the books they sell are in really good condition. I know for me, I'm going to be selling some books soon, and some of these books I've never even touched or used, so they're literally brand new. And finally, number 10, look at fresher events. This last point I say with like a bit of a warning for different reasons. One, it's kind of hard to gauge what Freshers Week is going to be like this year because of the whole COVID world situation. For even myself, I don't even know how my university is going to do Freshers Week this year. So if I were you, even though it is good to start researching fresher events, don't go buying anything just yet. You don't know how the situation is going to be until you get there, and also you don't know who you're going to go with, so I would wait. Also, I honestly put so much emphasis on researching those said fresher events, which you can normally find on Facebook or on the Fatsoma app, which is a app for fresher and club events. I say this warning because sometimes, unfortunately, some of these fresher events are scams. As I found in first year, I paid, I think was it £17 for this like zoo party or like UV rave party. I know, £17, a lot for a ticket. I bought it because I was like,
I want to jump the queue, I want to get the really cool t-shirt that comes with it, I want to be there for all the confetti cannons and like strobe lighting and UV paint.
Trust me when I say it was not legit. I regret paying that ticket. It was not even in a club from memory. It was really dodgy. So to prevent that happening, I would honestly wait until you know a bit more about these events, and also, like I said, you know who you're going with, so you don't waste money like I did. I know there is that worry that some tickets are going to sell out and that you won't be able to get into any fresher events, but don't panic because of the fact that a lot of university students don't know if they've definitely gotten into a certain uni until last minute. Most universities offer a general wristband, so you're still able to pay on the door, you're still able to access these events even if you accept your offer at the last minute and haven't had a chance to buy these tickets. So honestly, do not worry about the event selling out. So yeah, those are my top 10 tips for preparing for university. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope this was helpful for you. Hopefully, if you've been struggling with preparing for university, this video has now given you the ultimate university checklist, or at least some ideas about what to do now before September. If it did, please give this video a massive thumbs up so I know that my advice is helping. Thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!